Alright. So we're on our way to the racetrack. Sunny is on the back. We're 3 hours 23 minutes away from our...
3 hours 23 minutes? Mine says 3 hours flat. Have you got no tolls?
Oh yeah, we'll be good.
We're currently shaving off 23 minutes of pace.
Is what we'll be doing at the track.
And once we get there, we'll be accommodating and getting a good night rest for once before a race.
We absolutely won't be. We'll be fighting. We'll be fighting. We'll be nervous.
Wait, what's 3 times 4? 12. So we all get at least 2 goes.
So the race we're doing at Winton, it's 16 and a half hours. I don't know why. It's also the times on each day are sort of random amounts of minutes, but it adds up to 16 and a half hours over 2 days. And the car has got into second gear a couple of times in the last few days, and that's as fast as it's gone.
This is by far the most testing we have ever done.
If we'd done that with the 2 previous races, we would have had the problems.
Yeah, we would have probably won overall.
So everyone's feeling real confident.
Because Cam would have just crashed into like the shed and it would have been fine. It is not a dreary morning here in Benalla.
Where the f*** are they?
You want the brakes? I don't believe it. It's not this heavy.
Well, we were on like 6, maybe 5.5 cylinders, 6 1/4.
What did he eat last night? Just finished, well, most of the way through loading into Winton. We've fired up the car, it's got oil pressure and all good things like that to help the car run. And we've got, I think, about an hour now until driver's briefing, but I guess we're just going to go over the car and check things and stuff. It feels weird, like I feel like I'm anxious because we're not rushing to immediately fix a problem. We do need Nick to put in a bandpass filter for our tacho, and I don't know where Nick is.
He's at Nick's electrical desk.
Oh, he's at Nick's electrical desk. Maybe we get some footage.
I did.
Oh, cool. Alright, well, everything's going well. So our tach's still a bit jumpy, so I'm wiring up a low pass filter. I'm wiring up a low pass or high pass. I've stolen off the internet to get rid of some of the dodgy signals. So we've got a cleaner tach. So we're having some issues with the tacho. Currently it was jumping up and down no matter what we were doing. The only time we ever got it stable was if you were holding the signal line with one hand each side.
Right, who's going to sacrifice their finger?
We couldn't have a second person in the car just holding both sides to get it working. It wouldn't be legal not wearing your racing gloves in the car. We're feeling pretty stressed. Well, like there's always little stuff, I guess, but have you got the snips in there, Nick? Yeah. I'll come around. Like just the GoPro wasn't charging and we've got some issues with the gauges and there's just always stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I think the gauges are making me nervous because obviously to save our engine we need to know what's going on. We have your fire up.
Trying to work out how to use our new coolant bleeder thing because we're going to try and not overheat this time. Do you hear me, Nick?
Yep. Go, Gavin!
Why did we push that?
Because the battery was flat from cranking it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, that car is so hard to push.
Just looking. Hey, is everything all good?
Yeah, so I can hear you everywhere.
Okay, I can't understand a thing you say.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, oil pressure at 60.
Yep.
Temps at 60 when we're driving.
Okay.
It is hard to know what gear you can be in without a tacho.
Yeah. No changes needed? It's all good?
I don't think so. I think it's running fine.
Water temps are good?
Sits at 60.
At 60? It's at like 90 now.
Yeah, I know, because we stopped moving, but on track it was at 60, oil pressure was at 60.
Bro, that's sick.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was... Like
The temps haven't kept coming up? They've stabilised at like 90?
Hopefully.
Alright, do you want to go back out for another lap or so, or?
We don't have time.
Okay, well, turn it off then.
You're not looking very snatched.
So, do you know where the tank is?
This is a Lancaster run. I didn't lose it when I took it off, so... I came in after practice, explained to the team all the things that were wrong and the things that were happening, so we decided to fix none of them and go back out for the track to go green and the race to start.
Get away from the car. Get away! Fucking hell. Can you solve that?
And then I got out of the car and produced one of the most professional interviews ever. The car is heaps of fun. We are way quicker than everyone through the corners.
Oh yeah, you're
and
braking.
under braking, we were way better than them.
Yeah.
Up this hill, that little hill after the chicane.
Why don't you guys just grab my gloves back off those guys?
Every little hill, every little anything, we're just like chugging. It's not flying up them, but I don't think there's anyone quicker than us through that rollover corner.
Oh yeah,
Like, yeah, it's so much fun. The car's really good. But at the end of that stint there, I think I was getting fuel starve. Coming out of corners, you'd be flat, and it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't accelerate. It wouldn't pick up revs for a little bit, and you'd chug a bit. And then I guess when the fuel stopped sloshing, you could start going. You could start going again. So we weren't quite a full tank then when we went out. And maybe we're using a bit more fuel now. We don't have vacuum leaks and we're not running super lean. So that might be the reason. But the car's really good.
So after Gavin had his stint, I hopped in for mine, and then before I had a chance to get out of the pit onto track, there was a red flag. So I had to sit in the car for like 20 minutes all nervous before I got to go out and have some fun.
Well, it gets really hot in the car, obviously. We cut some holes in the back window, but I think we need more holes. And the GoPro overheated, and the GoPro sits next to this window, so I'm taking the window out. And this will keep Kit nice and comfy.
Secondarily,
Yeah.
our primary concern is the GoPro.
Is the footage. Unfortunately, Gav did a really nice stint and got faster and faster and faster and bullied a bunch of cars that should be faster than him, but I don't think the GoPro recorded much of it, because the GoPro was in the walls a little bit. Not to put any pressure on, we're currently going too fast. if the fuel's starving and the lean conditioner contributed to overheating, we don't want to roll that dice again. So I think if it starts to fuel starve, we'll just call that the end of the stint.
The tank definitely wasn't sucked in, was it?
Oh, look. Oh, we won't know now. I didn't look.
I don't think it was. This sucks.
We'll be going green soon.
I know, I'm not psyched up now.
We've just sent Kid out for his first stint. There was a red flag that coincided with our pit stop, and when we sent him out, he was first in class, and we got a big benefit from the red flag. So we'll see how he goes. I think he'll probably be able to hold position. He's keeping up with some faster cars, even though this is only like his 5th lap ever of Winton, so he's doing a good job. Thumbs up every lap as well.
It's hot, and we're getting fuel starved at the end, but the track is really fun. If we went down a couple teeth on the diff, or probably up a couple teeth, it would make a massive difference, because the gearing is so bad. Like, there's so many, half the corners are rev limiter in second and not in the power band in third. But the car is very good. Temps were staying beautiful, would creep up 5 degrees when you're behind someone, but as soon as they got out of the way, it just came back down lovely. And oil pressure just stays at 60. It's like, it drops a bit when you're off the throttle, then it goes up and then stops obviously when the bypass opens.
So for the first time in our professional racing career, I got called in for a fuel leak, which is very unusual for us. It's not something we've encountered before. So we get to work trying to figure out what the issue is.
I reckon we tighten those up.
And Gav, this is completely loose too.
So, fuel's leaking out from the top of the fuel neck and the top of the vent. So what our solution to that is, we're just going to tighten all of these screws on this. It's a bit loose. And we're going to tighten the...
Is that loose enough that it being loose is what's making it slide? Like come out? Like that's not that loose.
Well, I don't have a lot of other answers for you, Kit. The fuel around here might have come from that as well. Because that's a low
I think
point.
that's probably more likely, seeing as this is completely loose and that's tight.
We get to the other side of the tighten.
Yeah, you do.
So we need to take it off and says tighten it.
It's a real f***ing pain.
Like,
No, because I had a thing on the bottom of it before.
but what, was it tighter than that?
Yeah, it was tight. There's Loctite on that f***ing nut at the bottom as well.
I think it's just squished through the rubber.
It's the right stuff. Oh shit. You alright? Did I just put a hole in my race suit?
No.
Sorry, so what's the plan now? Because we're not tightening,
So we
obviously.
need to tighten this from the bottom, which means we need to get inside the fuel cell.
Ah.
Did you just fill it with fuel?
No,
Why is it so f***ing full?
because Nick's been out for like 5 laps.
Are you, what's the best way to hold that? You reckon the one that's in there?
From underneath, you need to shift it from below.
With this one?
Not
or
that
not a
shifter,
normal
no.
shifter?
It's so f***ing hard to get that thing on anything.
Can you get quite a small shifter?
It needs to be massive.
Oh, it's that one?
Yeah.
Sorry, quite a big shifter.
Do you have a reference?
That.
What's that?
Like the big one?
Yeah, so that's part of the gasket that was on the bottom. So that's split now, that's why it's loose.
Was it a non-fuel rated gasket?
No, it's proper, it's the same as that. It's proper nitrile rubber.
It's just been maybe moving around a tiny bit. And
I think it just got damaged, yeah.
You right? You have a cut on your finger?
The O-ring that came off is still in that.
Is it hurting?
Yeah, it's submerged in petrol. You're gonna have to poke that in a bit. Oh, or 2 O-rings maybe?
I'll just tighten that like it is.
Yep.
So put some, I think Cam, you can go.
what's that O-ring for?
That was the outside O-ring.
That held the inside O-ring in. Like. So, smear some goo.
What's that?
So now we're just putting RTV around the outside, just because if the O-ring fails, then the RTV might stop it for a little bit longer.
I made an impenetrable barrier of the right stuff. I feel like that's a lot tighter than it was, because you could just like move that around before.
Yeah.
Helmet needs to go on at the same time.
Oh yeah, it was. We're just getting the fuel vent a bit higher, so no fuel can come out for sure. Do you need the bigger zip ties?
Is that enough cable ties, do you reckon? So we think the fitting on the fuel tank that held the breather was a bit loose, but we think what they were seeing is fuel coming out the end of the breather on the ground. And so our solution to that is to just zip tie it on the outside of the car as high as possible, which looks really goofy, but it shouldn't leak anymore. So that was really hot and sad. We've given up the lead, but we'll get it back. We've still got like 10 hours of good racing, hopefully.
Midway through my stint, I had to come in due to the car really starting to chug. Again, we think it was the fuel issue that Gavin noticed at the end of his stint, where we're just having some issue with fuel.
It's technical insightful.
That was shocking.
That sucked in heaps.
Where's
We
the
want to run no cap.
There is a flap on it.
Do you want to just send him out and see if it goes?
How is that not breathing?
Don't know. I cannot explain that.
It sucked in a lot. That wasn't pressure out. But it shouldn't pressure out either.
No, it shouldn't have any pressure in it. That was sucking in.
How does it suck?
Cab! You're not getting in, we're just chatting. He hasn't been out there for very long.
What's happening?
We're just
still
talking.
starving.
Come here and have a conversation. So we were missing again, fuel starving. I took the cap off and it sucked in a bunch of air.
So it's not venting properly
It
either.
mustn't be venting properly. Do you want it to run without the cap?
It's got a flap on it.
Yeah.
Alright, Nick. We've taken the cap off. The tank's not breathing properly. So hopefully now it's all good.
Yep.
If you go for a drive and it's all good, then
I'll just keep going.
just keep going. If not, come in again, I guess. Keep going, onwards to victory.
It's starting to mix again.
Okay. 146.8 to beat. Good?
Check.
So it was fuel starving from like my third or fourth lap, and I figured I'd just get some laps in and keep us ticking over and keep us somewhere in the ballpark. But it pretty quickly got so bad there was no driving around it. Even like I stayed in fourth the whole lap. It was still fuel starving. And like we got heaps of fuel, so I don't know. We'll try and figure it out.
Question with it's vaporizing. Oh, the fuel lines are so hot.
Yeah. Is it just returning really hot fuel from being in the engine bay?
Yeah, I think that's probably what's happening.
After lying around and talking about the issue and doing nothing about it, we just put Kit back in the car and sent him out.
started surging again after, what, 20 minutes or something? Something like that.
Because we were having problems, we decided to get the subject matter experts in a room together, sit down and really nut out the issue.
I don't know, but it would do it in a straight line if it was something here like. Yeah. Doesn't work. There's not a chance that like one of the lines is
longer than I thought.
How are the vibes?
They're okay. I got something in my eye, but I'm pretty sure we figured out the issue, so we've got a solution that we're going to try and we'll go from there. Go wrong then.
Is there a winning side to the wishbone?
Yeah, look, it's covered in shit, Dad. Yeah, I think that's probably the problem, maybe one of them.
The foam, that foam.
No, is that the original nitride gasket? Because that... We'll clear that out and that'll solve a lot of problems.
I would say so.
Oh.
I'm so sad.
When does the whole lot of fun bit start of not that serious whole lot of fun?
I mean, I tell you, the first 50 minutes was potentially the best fun I've ever had.
We are going to fill the car with fuel, gonna put some fresh tyres on, we are gonna... That's it.
That's it. Then we're gonna run, and
So just
if it doesn't fuel starve, then we fix the problem. If it does fuel starve, there's some theories being thrown around that the pre-filter for the pump is, well, it's obviously getting clogged, but also there's talk that it's aerating fuel and doing a whole bunch of bad things, and so we're gonna try removing that. The risk being that blows up the fuel pump and then that's day done.
yeah, so we'll give it a go without removing that filter first.
Yeah.
And then regardless of all of that, we're gonna probably redo the fuel system for the next time.
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna probably just spend the money.
Yeah. We need a surge tank. We need
An alley fuel tank and
just a system that works a bit better.
to exceed pit lane speed limit.
Do a mono.
Pretty good. I'll trade this for a 1993 Fairway.
Yeah. That looks like it. Yeah. It's on the top and it hasn't been smeared around. It's because we drove over there and the wheel didn't do a full. Yeah, as long as you don't let it pass it 30 times.
just got out. I got almost a full stint in before the fuel starve came back. It came back sort of quite quickly. It went from not doing it at all to doing it pretty bad in like 2 laps. But before that, the car felt really good. We just got to sort this fuel starving issue. I think it will be golden. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
So for a fun change from our fuel problems, we decided to have a new and also equally rare exhaust problem. So as I passed pit lane, the exhaust immediately fell off, and then we were dragging the exhaust for a whole lap, and it was really, really horrible. But also, yeah, obviously I had to come in and pit for that, and as you can see by all of Winton that's inside our exhaust, it was dragging pretty heavily. Yeah. After we got rid of all the track out of our exhaust and bolted it back together, we went back out to put in some quick laps.
Kit has just gone out for his stint of the day. You currently hold fastest lap at 1:42, 1:45.2. Are we nervous?
I don't know if I'm nervous, because obviously, like, if Kit goes faster, it's because the car's running better and the conditions are better. So
We're like not using the whole exit or something, and we just go.
How was it, Kevin?
It was incredible. Car feels amazing, like way better than yesterday.
Oil pressure dip like crazy when I'm turning.
the rest of our second day continued much as the previous day and a half had, with us doing half a stint, the fuel starve issue returning, bring the car in, fill it up, let it cool down, go back out, and the car's beautiful to drive until it starts fuel starving again. So we're gonna more or less skip to the end of the day so that you're not bored sitting through that same cycle, but we did want to show you this incredible pass Nick did up the inside into turn 1.
Car performed well, myself not so much. I overheated. There were times out there that I was just missing shift because I wasn't thinking properly, so I called myself in. Thankfully it was one lap earlier than expected, but not too bad. And now Camo's out there, we'll see how he goes.
Just got out of my short little 15-minute stint. The tyres are gone. The car's pretty happy otherwise. It's still obviously losing some oil somewhere. I don't really know what that's about, but it's pretty happy, so I'm going to choose to not worry about it too much. For some reason that stint was hard work. I don't really know why, but yeah.
I mean, it's the weekend that could have been, I guess. Like, if we didn't have problems, we would have been competing for first in class, competing for like top 5 overall probably. But as it stands, we're 3rd in class and like 17th or something. I don't know what we actually are, which sucks. And I think we're all disappointed, but the next one will definitely win.
Obviously that was very frustrating because it was such a small issue that really ruined the race for us. The car was running fantastic, it was staying cool, it was handling amazing. We were faster than a lot of the cars that were in the higher groups. We all gelled with the track very nicely and we're putting down some great laps. So hopefully next year we'll be able to have a bit more reliable car.
For the price of a $30 filter and not leaving our fuel foam in the tank to dissolve in a full tank of fuel for 3 months between races, we could have probably won that event, which kind of, I don't know, it was a bit hard to take, I think. It's potentially one of those things that you know, people better than us, there may be 6 or 7 in the world, would have changed before a race. would have checked even.
We did actually discuss it.
We
didn't
did.
And we said, it's only done one event. Like,
Yeah, we had a long conversation about it. We would have had to drain the tank in the shed to look at it, and we decided that was too much work like 2 days before the event. I don't think it would have been in hindsight, but
Well, potentially we wouldn't have sucked all the stuff through it, even if we just changed it without running it.
well, that's true. We did need to catch all the free bodies that were floating around in our fuel.
On that very cheerful end note, thank you very much for watching our attempt at this year's Winton 16.5 hour race. Thank you to Motor Rents for putting on a great event of motors. We would have loved to be more involved in it and
As always.
and beaten everyone.
As always.
If you are so inclined, please visit the website and donate to Rare Cancers Australia under our name so we get all the credit
There'll be a
and
link in the description.
accolades. All the normal YouTube stuff, please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. Even if you don't, still do it.
It always sounds a bit crass asking people to like and subscribe, but if you think about it, you're contributing a significant percentage of our likes and subscribes and followers if you do it to us.
Yeah, if you subscribe,
You get much
right.
better value for your like and subscribe with us than you do with one of them big YouTubers.
You really do.
Yeah.
You're just numbers to them.
Yeah.
You're
We're-
just some
we-
bigger percentage numbers to us.
we yeah.
A bigger YouTuber, you're like...
All right, we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Do you want to keep this in?